Woman, age 70, sentenced to decades in prison for killing a man with a blade hidden in her cane. More after this. Hello everyone, and welcome back to AFG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis on the most popular topics in the world today. Today's video, we have a 70-year-old woman who is sentenced to decades in prison because she stabbed a young man with a knife that was hidden inside of her cane. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to AFG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. Bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. All my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. A Montgomery County, Pennsylvania woman who killed a man with a weaponized cane has been sentenced to decades behind bars. Renee DiPietro, age 70, was sentenced to 20 to 40 years in prison during a hearing on Monday. DiPietro was still defiant as she was wheeled away from the courtroom just minutes after she was sentenced. I apologize for what happened to him, but I did not kill him, she said. I did not take his life. He came upon me. DiPietro was convicted of third-degree murder and the killing of 31-year-old Michael Sides in Ardmore. She stabbed him with a 16-inch blade that was hidden near her walking cane. As you can very well see on the graphic, how big that blade was that was inside of her cane, like when she, the bottom of her cane or whatever. Now, DiPietro's son, the older woman, her son, sucker punched a friend of the victim at a bar, then called his mother, who came to the bar with her husband. So she has a son, okay? He sucker punched one of the guy that just was killed. He had his friend there with him. So they was at the bar, they was kind of hanging out, doing their thing, and her son sucker punched his friend. Okay? And then he called his mom, and then mom and the husband came along, to find out what was going on or whatever, right? So while there, Sides tried to stop her son from getting in their car. So he was trying to get in, the guy that he sucker punched his car. So she was trying to, come on, yo, chill. You're doing too much. You know what I mean? Now, that's when DiPietro stabbed him twice with a 16-inch blade that was hidden in her walking cane that doubled as a sheath. Excuse me. So now she had a walking cane. Now picture this. You got, an elderly woman walking down the street with a cane. You think nothing of it. That cane was actually a sheath, okay? I don't know where she got this cane from. I don't know what site she went on. Maybe it was on the dark web, and they had like a cane that was like a, kind of stab people like with knives or whatever. I could understand why she would have that, because she was an older woman and, she might have been trying to protect herself and so forth and so on. This particular moment was a bad time to pull it out. You know what I'm saying? But I understand why she would have it or something like that. But, again, the authorities were not like, the fact that she actually had that, a 16-inch blade. I think I have to look up and see what the largest blade, what you are allowed to carry about. Like, I think it's within the palm of your hand or whatever. Like, if you have a knife and it's the length of your hand, like you can conceal it, that's fine. Once it protrudes, outside of your hand, then that's a, physical weapon. You're not allowed to carry that. You know what I'm saying? So it's against the law with that. Now, it says she stabbed him, right? So now, in the video that they played back, because it was a video of it apparently from maybe the actual bar owner might have had a video showing it, and they played it back in court. Now, she did not try to help him or call 911 afterwards. So what they're saying is she stabbed him and ain't even bother to call 911. If it was an accident, she, oh my God, I don't believe it. Call 911. Call 911. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Like, she didn't even look like she had any remorse when she did it. You know what I'm saying? Probably because of the situation, the way it was going down, and all that. So, but still, she should have showed some sort of remorse, you know, from her actually stabbing this young man and killing him, essentially. Afterwards, when she was lying on the afterwards when he was lying on the ground, gasping for air, bleeding out, she stood over him, posturing, and took another swing at him, said the deputy. She said that my man was laying there, he was bleeding out. She took that sheath and gave him another good one, you know what I'm saying? Make sure he was out of there. Now, she maintains that she was acting in self-defense. Now, that particular time, if my man was down, he bleeding out, he all jacked up, you know what I'm saying, from the actual cane itself, from her slashing him, there is no way you acting under self-defense. Once he's down and the threat is gone, you're not acting in self-defense now. Now you're the perpetrator, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, you need to, you know, back up off of him, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, everything, it wasn't even necessary for her to actually take that last stab. So now the prosecution wasn't pushing for the maximum sentence in this case. They wanted the standard sentencing, which would have been 7 to 20 years, right? However, prosecutors said in court that DiPietro showed no signs of remorse, which may have led to the judge to hand her down a stiffer sentence. Now, I'll put the link in the description so that way you can read the story in your own leisure. That's actually the end of the story. But the fact that she didn't show any remorse in this particular case, okay? Her being in court, you know, and it's just like you could have got in there and been like, look, Your Honor, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. That's guilty that's admission saying that you did it. With you being an older woman, 7 years, they might have gave you a break with good behavior. You'd have been 77. You getting out of, you know, if you still living, you getting out. You can still enjoy the latter years of your life. Since you wanted to be, you know, one of those tough, and I don't care. Okay, well, since you don't care, you didn't do it, you got to do a minimum of 20 years. You're doing 20 to 40. On good behavior, 20 years, you'll be getting out. Okay, now, that means she had to be 90 years old. If they make her face her full sentence, she'll be 110 years old. Now, by a show of hands, how many of you out there believe that she'll be getting out of jail and be able to enjoy the latter portions of her life? Now, do me a favor, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Thumbs up, she'll be able to get out and everything is all good and she'll be able to live, you know, a portion of her life and enjoy the rest of it at the end of her life outside of prison, or thumbs down if she's just not going, she's going to die in jail, basically. You let me know, thumbs down. I'm not going to tell you my response, but I'm kind of gathering that, you know, you may already know what my response may be. So, you know, this is an unfortunate situation for this young woman. She should have known better. She's too old for this. But, you know, like I said, I understand why she had the cane. I understand all the whole situation when you want to protect yourself with these youngsters out here. You know, they kind of like rough on older people. You know what I'm saying? They just rough on everybody. They just don't have no manners, you know, it's no rules, no regulations or nothing. They just move by their own, you know, the beat of their own drum. So, it's an unfortunate situation. This is the way of the world these days. It's dog-eat-dog world. So, you know, it's either you or me. And you damn sure believe it ain't going to be me. So, it's going to be you. So, you can't get caught slipping in these streets. You never know what's going on. I understand. If he knew, if the guy that got stabbed with the cane, if he knew what grandma had up in that cane, he might have been paying a little bit more closer attention to her, you know, while things were jumping off. But unfortunately, he didn't. So God rest his soul. But with that being said, if you like what you've heard, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button as well to bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. On my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. On my new subscribers, welcome. Welcome to Ages POV. Do me a huge favor, hit that like button. Continue to hit that like button on all these videos, you know, whenever you watch a video, so forth and so on. So that way, it'll send an alert out to the algorithm of YouTube. We can bring more people over, similar to yourself. We'll have a good time. We'll have these stories and we'll talk about them. Leave some comments down below. We'll see what's going on. So, in this world, I want to see where you stand on this particular story. So, I'd appreciate it if you leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about grandma having that cane. What you think? You think that was one of those I'm gonna say the dark web, one of those dark web, sites or whatever where she found that cane? Let me know what you think. It was 16 inches in length. Come on, y'all. You ain't need all that. But do me a favor. Head on over to TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube Shorts. I'm all over the internet. Come give me a visit, a shout, a holler, a like, all that good stuff. And give you a shout back. Pretty soon I'm looking to do a little merch store. So I know I've been saying I'm gonna do a whole bunch of different things, work permitting, okay, because I still work, okay. So work permitting, I'll be able to, do some more different things here on the channel. So looking to go live very, very soon. So we'll explore that and, we'll see how things go. So, but with that being said, I love every single one of y'all. I definitely appreciate you guys for coming around, watching the video thus far. And do me a favor. Be careful out there, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.